Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm just doing a quick recap of the day, how I traded the LRC today in Discord. Had some live call outs, worked out quite well, and let's get right to it. So, first thing that I noticed today, watching pre market, and I had called out, there was probably like four, maybe five setups that looked pretty good. I like when the 20 EMA is somewhat close to the 200 EMA. Well, this was all working out pretty well for Amazon. It was one of my top watches today. So I saw that that was setting up. We have the 185 level. The 187 was what I was wanting to trade to. Didn't get that far, but right as market opened, as you can see, I don't typically trade these like this. Oops, I don't typically take their immediate huge moves because they'll come back, come back on you. So, but in this case, I did because I had other other things in the market going on that I was also calling out at the same time in Discord. I was letting the guys know and also just confirming to myself, okay, we have this setting up, Nasdaq setting up, ES is moving up. Now there was a slight concern I think early on as Nasdaq still had to get over. I'll go back and look what level it was, but I had those support resistance levels. Nasdaq was like really flirting around it, so I knew that this had to be a potentially a quick trade. But I did not take. I did watch this come down. Amazon came down, wicked right off this LRC line, went through the midline, and continued. This is only a 2 minute candle. Look at that candle. Once it got through the 200 and the 20, I went ahead and got in about right here. I think I did a market order, so I believe my order was probably filled up here somewhere because this was moving pretty rapidly. But in a matter of a few minutes, I had already scaled out. I was up $300 at this point and had scaled out to only two. I had taken I may have to go back and look at it. I think I took eight. So I scaled out six, took a three. I locked in $300 profit. I had two left. When it came down, I also called this out in Discord today. Basically, once this went down below the LRC line, if this closed below, I was going to get out because at the same time Nasdaq was kind of coming up to a level and not getting over. So I was afraid that Nasdaq was going to cause this to flip on me. So, but it started moving up as soon as I started getting the move back up. I bought back in with another four. So at this time I had six more contracts. I rode all the way up to the top. I waited for a little pullback here. I did get out of all but two. I let it come down to this candle here. I believe I got out of all of my contracts. I then I actually came and I believe it was here when this pushed back up and closed here. I got in with another two and I got out right here. So it was very little profit, but overall I had I think it was right around a $720 profit on just this one trade alone. I then did some other scalps. I got into. Well, let me show you this first. The, there were two really good trades. They set up the same. I missed them. They actually probably looked a little better. I just missed them, unfortunately, and that's part of what happens with this strategy. I miss great trades every day, but Apple was amazing today, guys. It was amazing. Just it's one of those dream trades you just don't ever have to worry about, right? It just goes. The only area that you would have had concern was here, but this would have been a beautiful add. I would have added back in right here, no question. So perfect, came up, closed. You could have waited for this retest and got in here. You could have got in at the breakout over the 189.50, which was a level I already had marked off. Once it went over, get in, take profit at the LRC, comes down, wicks up, add in, goes up, comes down, maybe take profit or just hold until you get a close below the LRC. A couple different ways to trade it. Plenty of a distance away from the 20, so no real concern at this point. Came down, wicked right on the LRC line, consolidated, and then boom, perfect entry again right here. If you missed this and this happens, this is the perfect entry, guys, right here. It's just a no-brainer. It's the easiest system ever. You get in, you come up, you get out when it crosses and closes, two closes below the 20, which would have been here. So you could have got out. There's two ways that I get out. Sometimes, again, there's several ways I get out. Depends on how much profit I've made. If I've made a lot of profit, I'll just go ahead and get out. I don't care if I get the entire run as long as I lock in profit. However, one way that I found is a really good way. It will keep you from getting more longer run or more of the trend or more of the move, is 2 red candle closes and then just get out. I have traded that several times before, and it tends to give me pretty good outs, and I'm never really upset about it. Well, I'm lying. I've been upset about it because I've had something like this happen, like right in here, and I'll get one red, another red, and then it go to the moon. So I lied. I do get frustrated, but it is a way to really, just take quick profits and move on, and then you don't really have to worry about it. And the hardest thing I think as traders, or the hardest thing to overcome as traders is the fear of missing out. The FOMO. Like, man, I wish I had stayed in. It gets us all the time. It causes us to make bad mistakes because then we want to get the next move, and then that's the one that goes against you. You all know what I'm talking about. It happens to all of us. So I'm just getting out. I traded today like a Friday, where I try to take profits quick because we have Nvidia coming up in 2 days. Wednesday, Nvidia has its earnings, and sometimes the market just gets crazy when that happens. So I was pretty concerned, but Apple was a beautiful, beautiful play today. I missed it. Microsoft also was amazing. Every single one of them worked with our system. I just missed it. I was busy trading Amazon, and here it is again. This is perfect. Comes down to 4. I mean, this is even better, right? So I have this big level that I've drawn in. This whole green is an area that I would not trade inside this for Microsoft. I want to see it below or above. Well, it came down, went inside it, pre-market, went up, came down, wicked right on the 420, which I had marked for 420 level, wicked right up, closed above the LRC, the 200 and the 20. I mean the 200 and the 20. I'm going to remove the 50 because I'm not using it on this chart. And then I would have scaled out probably a little bit here, although that's not a huge move by the time you get in. But I always scale out on my LRC, and then if it just pumps, I'll add back in. Yeah, you lose a little bit by that, but this was awesome. There was nothing. It went right up. I added this during the day, actually. That was a midday add. I was trying to see if a price would get over. But this was my next level, was 430. So from 420 to 430. It didn't get there, of course, but that's okay. It did get this high. Second, if you do the second red candle, look how awesome this trade would have been. The second red candle, get out, take profit, close position, however you want to put it, really, really is best for a when you're in a really good trend. Okay, if you know you're in a good trend, let me know how you know, because nobody knows. You get good candles like this, but you could have easily got, like, this candle could have went straight back down here. So there's no way of truly knowing. All the trend indicators are garbage. They're all lagging. They don't tell you the truth. They're all good until they're not, right? You'll have a great trending indicator until you cross it and lose all your money. So that's my take on that. I've traded for years, and I've dealt with those issues for many years, and I finally got completely away from them. I heard mRNA did well today. I did not look at that one. I didn't have it on my charts, but look at this trade. Ooh boy, perfect. Comes down. I really like a move down or up or above or below the 20 and the 200, when market opens, and then a move above. That tends to give us really good moves. Look at this. It's just perfect. Take it after it clears. You could take a breakout move right over. And the good thing about taking breakout moves, there's the good and the bad. They're risky. It can go right against you. Like this could come right here and come right back down. But what's good about a breakout move is if you take this here, your out is a close here. So say this candle comes up, comes back down and closes below, get out. Don't keep holding it, just get out. Wait for the next setup. So I did get into Square today. Just got a small, I think it was like hundred and something dollar move off of that. Square did not give me, oh, where am I at? Right here. Square was right, trying to remember where I got in Square. It was a call. It was later. It was like midday. I think it was right here. Yeah, I think it was right here. I only got a small piece of it. I didn't get this, but I was down consolidating, which I like to see consolidation. You need to like to see consolidation as well, because you're going to get a move. Once you get your move, just get in. So as soon as it cleared the 20 EMA, just go ahead and get in. You could wait for the close or play the breakout, and then again, if it fails, just get out. Small loss, no big deal, move on. But if you catch it on the breakout, you get the whole move. You pocket the profit, and you're good on the day, right? So, and I just traded this breakout to here. Was quick, so it was a partial LRC trade and breakout trade in one. Um, and let me see. Oh, I did get some really good SPX trades today. One real good one put me over the top, so I had a really good green day today, and it was just easy, right? It was so easy. So I got a, the SPX trade that I got in. There was two actually. One was not with the LRC, but it was with a major level. So the 531, I had it marked pre-market or this morning. You can see that it was respected. That's a pretty big level for SPY. Went up, came down, kind of tried to get back through, failed it again, went up. Right here's when I got in. When it came down, this candle, I got in. I got in early because I was gonna SPX. I don't want to hold too long, but I got really lucky, so I got in. It went down. It came up. I think I had three contracts. It went down. It came up. I just took a small profit. I think it was like $50 or whatever. Maybe $60 for the one that I locked in. And then when this happened, I stayed in. And I took profit here. I had one contract left. Thank goodness I held the one. Because usually I just get out kind of quick on SPX. And I got this move. Needless to say, I got a lot of money out of that move. So it was a great move. I did get into another trade, and it was off the LRC. We were in kind of a downward trend at this point. We broke this structure midday. We broke it here. Then we had a pullback up to the 20. I saw that there was some resistance there and it was still moving down. It did break below the LRC line. I did not get in on this one. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't see it or whatever. Thank goodness, because it may have shaken me out. So this is where this the LRC could fail if you depends on your the way you trade it. So if we look at this closely, normally I would wait for a close below the LRC and then take the next candle, which would have been this one, that goes past the close of the candle that closed below the LRC. And I could have got this, may have been able to profit a little bit before it stopped me out. Usually with SPX, I probably would have broken even or maybe lost a little because I would have taken some profit on this big move here. That's a pretty solid move on SPX. So I would have. I'm just telling you the way I normally trade. So as it was going down, I probably would have had. I try to take two contracts always, so I have something to scale out with. So probably would have taken one off in this area, maybe on this pushback up for a really small profit, but then probably would have lost profit on this move. That's if I go by my plan. Sometimes in SPX, I just go ahead and get out because I don't want to have another big move, get another big green candle and lose $200, $300, $400 in one candle. So my normal way of trading this would be two green closes before you get out above the LRCs or above the 20 EMA. Well, neither of those happened, so you could have stayed in it. But since I was trading SPX, I know me, I probably would have got out and taken a loss. But in any event, I did not take this one. I took this one. I saw this come up. I just missed this happening, I guess. I happened to look up. I saw this come up and starting to come back down. I took an SPX right here, or two SPX right here. I got this move. I scaled out. I literally scaled out on, I think right on or above 530. I was afraid it was going to bounce hard off of 530. So I took one off here. I held this. I almost got out and I got this move. I think I sold at like the 529.75, so I got that move as well. Really great trade. Great trade on the day. A lot of trades that were set up all over the place that I wasn't able to get in all of them. But the group I trade with, one of the groups I trade with, they took coin for a swing trade and I missed it like a doof. They took coin right here today over the 207.24, and a couple of the guys got in really heavy for a swing trade, and man, is that going to pay. That was a beautiful trade, great call by them. I didn't get in it. I wish I had. Hurts my heart, but it is what it is. This would have been an amazing swing trade. So kudos to Vince over at Options Insider. Great job. Great call out. A lot of people made money because of his call out, that's for sure. I missed it. So that's about it. There's a few other little trades I had here and there, but if you trade the LRC, it's I hate to say easy, but it's easy. It's easy for me. Oh, I did trade a Boeing. Forgot about that. I traded a Boeing. I called a Boeing like in here for the upside for like $230. I didn't stay that long. I think I believe it was right in here. It was on this pullback, and then I got in here, and I got out like right here. I didn't get that many of them, but so I did trade Boeing also coming off of the LRC. But a lot of the stocks just moved above the LRC, and at that point, if you miss them, you miss them. Just you can make your own decision there. But for me, I do some scalping. And once I have profit, I just scale down and I'll go and scalp with SPX a lot of times, which is riskier, but I've gotten pretty good at doing it. And I take some losses here and there, but my gains are usually a little better than my losses these days. So I'm going to stick to that until it stops working. But anyhow, I hope everyone else had a great green day. I hope you guys are trading this. It's just too easy not to trade. There's way more to it, I think. I know I'm trying to make it simple because it needs to be simple, right? We need to just be simple and confident, and I'm very confident in this system. It is a simple system. I don't use volume. I don't use anything like that. But what I do use is overall market and information, right? So I listen to what's going on for news. That sometimes will keep me from trading because I'm concerned about what may happen. For instance, today Meta, I stayed out of Meta because, and there was probably some trade setups on Meta, but I heard that they were having all kinds of lawsuits and some mess over in the UK. Well, yeah, look at that. Look at that garbage. I mean, you could have traded this right here. This is a beautiful move below the 200 to 20. It came down, wicked up off of the um, LRC. Right here was your trade. You could have taken this trade here, right here, because you crossed your top LRC, went through your 200. You could have taken it here. You would have had to hold on to this. Would have probably been a little difficult, to be honest, when you're in a trade. But the best trade was right here. Take this. You're trading to the 470. That's actually kind of tough too because it was kind of tight. I'd have to take all profit right here on the 470. That's a huge level for Meta. But as you can see, it went right back through it. This would have been another entry right here. Came through, wicked up, came back down. Right there is when you get in, and then possibly take scale out on the LRC, and then take all the rest of your profit on these green candles moving back up. But I stayed away from it. I wasn't going to trade Meta until they get all the garbage cleared up with what's going on in the lawsuits in the UK. That's what I heard. I haven't confirmed that, so I don't want to put out any misleading information. That's just what the group in one of the Discord channels I was in said today, so I'm just going based off of what they said. I have not confirmed that, so that's what I think was happening, so I stayed out of Meta. But yeah, you guys, and Netflix was another crazy good trade today. Look at this. Netflix comes down, wicks off of a 620 major level, comes up, wicks back down off of the LRC, kind of gets into consolidation within the LRCs. This is your trade right here. Get in, break over this right here, right there. As soon as this breaks that, you get in for the upside move, scale out. You probably would maybe get out of all your profit. That's a pretty significant move. But look at that. If you trade the 20 as your get out, guess what? You never got out till at the very end of the day. You never had two closes. Not one time did you have two red closes under the 20. Not once the entire day. And look at that move. 620 to 640. 20-point move, guys. That's insane. So hopefully you guys are learning something. If you have questions, if there's anything that you are confused about or would like for me to try to describe a little better or help you with, you can leave a comment. Please hit the like button. It helps a little bit. I'm a new guy, so I need all the help I can get. But also, you're welcome to come into my Discord channel. Yeah, I leave that link in the description. You're welcome to come in and join us. There's a handful of guys that come in, and I'll call out when I'm trading. And if you have questions, we can just hop into a separate channel, and I'll help you through whatever I can. So I hope you guys were green. Stay green, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.